Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 2 on BallySpring with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, I'm picking up right where I left you. We're still down here at the calf pasture, and there's a reason for that. If we look over here, my eagerly eyes spied, it looks like a collectible there, and there's definitely one over there. So we're going to pick those guys up because we need the money. Plain and simple. I don't think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't walk through. Oh, there's a fence there. We definitely can't walk through that. Let's leap the fence in a single bound. Oh, was it just a flower? I thought it was... I saw a collectible here. Oh, no, I did. Right there. Well, there's $2,000 more to the cause. Only $2 million and a whole bunch more to go. Okay, and I took a moment before I came back on to actually look at the contracts, and I did accept some more. Let's take a look at those. Oops, where am I going here? I picked up, there's our initial baling contract. I picked up a fertilizing contract because we do have a fertilizer spreader. So those are pretty profitable. So that was just strictly for the cash. And I did pick up one of the harvesting contracts because it's for canola, and with an eye towards the pigs in the future, that's not a bad one. And if we need to sell a crop, canola is a pretty good cash crop. So I grabbed that one. And I was humming and hawing about using equipment. Like here, we've borrowed the equipment for this contract because we have no choice. And I was thinking, well, can we use this equipment on other contracts? You know, you can keep it, grab other baling contracts. And I decided, you know what? That isn't quite right. It's really not the way to do it unless, as in this case, he is offering another contract for silage. So once I do the fertilizing one, I am going to grab that one because it's for the same farmer and we're using his same equipment. That seems fair. But other than that, we'll have to borrow the equipment for each different farmer. I don't know if there's any other duplicates here. No. So that's only going to work this one time, but hey, we'll take advantage of it. So I'm going to head back to the farm and then down to the shop, and we'll start moving equipment up to do that contract. So I'll catch up when that process starts. See you then. Well, we're down here at the store. I brought the small Massey down. I've taken the front loader off. I'm going to go do that fertilizing contract first. But I'm using the small Massey because I realized we don't have any kind of front weight, and we can reconfigure this to add a front weight to it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it should handle the fertilizing okay, I think. Front weight. Oh, hey, it doesn't even cost us anything. Beauty. So we're going to do that. So, and I'm going to buy some fertilizer, and I think what I'm going to do here is I'll just buy a standard bag here. I think 1,000 liters should probably do it. There is we can buy in bulk a little bit cheaper. It's way the heck down here someplace. We can buy 4,000 liters for 6,100, which is a little bit less, both 1,500 per thousand instead of 18. But I don't know how many fertilizing contracts we're going to get. I think that should definitely do that job. So we will just go with the one for now. You know, if it looks like we're going to get a bunch of fertilizer jobs, then we'll buy in bulk. But we'll just hedge our bets for now. Now, where is that? Right there. So I'll get this loaded up and down to the field, and I'll catch up with you there. Well, we're here at the field, And my sharp little eye spotted this hiding away here. So we're going to grab that. Nice little bonus. And I should show you where we are on the map. I didn't do that. Just hang on here. This is field 51. This is where we're at right here. So we just came along this road up like that from the shop. But I saw that pulling in. I actually know where there's two more. I never did grab that one I showed you that was in the bucket of the that old decorative bucket at the farm. And I spotted one on the way down that I will stop and grab at some point, but when you guys are along with me. Oh, you know what? Just a second. I want to put the help menu on because I want to. Can't remember how to. There we go. I want to deactivate automatic rate. Oh, and we want to have as wide a spread. There we go. That's more better. Well, finding that collectible means we definitely come out ahead on this contract. Yeah, I don't think we can quite get that all. Oh, maybe we could have. It's just as easy to turn the spread rate or width right down and come back up the other side. I'll swing this around so it catches that corner, hopefully. Now, if it looks like we're going to get a bunch of fertilizing contracts, we will buy that fertilizer in bulk, like I said, but there we go. Awesome. So we'll go and collect on that one. Oops, went ripping by it. Sorry about that. And then I think we'll grab, yeah, Richard, I'll just double check. Yep. And silage. So we're going to accept this and we're going to use his same set of equipment for both of them. All right. Well, I'm going to head back to the shop and start ferrying that gear to the first location. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll find another collectible along the way. So if I do, I'll let you know. We'll catch up with you in a minute. Well, we are down just about at the shop. The shop is on the other side of the gas station there, but I found where the pressure washer was that we could use, or jet wash. So we'll give our Massey, oh, jumping for joy, I found it. We'll give our Massey a quick wash here while we're here, and then we'll get it on those baling contracts. There. Looks better. So we'll just leave it sit there for now. I don't think it'll bother anybody. We'll run over here and we'll jump in this big case and we'll get the mowers hooked up. All right, so if we look, whoops, if we look at the map here, it's field 58, and as luck would have it, it's 109. We're going to do everything to 58 first. That's the one that we didn't borrow the equipment for. The equipment we borrowed was actually for 109, but like I said, same farmer. So we'll make sure we complete 58 first, and then we'll do 109 last. So we'll head up there. I only had one head-on collision on the way down, so that's not too bad. Coming around a corner on the wrong side of the road. See if we do a little better this time. It's a little bigger rig. This could be a little more entertaining. Although this main road's got a fair bit of room on it, I have to say. I do have my please don't hit me lights on. Now, it was this corner here that I spotted the collectible on. And I believe, I'm pretty sure this is where we want to be heading. Yeah. And it was right there. Now we need to turn, oh, we're going to get the map back on this one here. I believe is the one we want. Thought we'd stay out of cab while I take you up here, just so you can, well, so we can both see the map. And much easier to spot collectibles with, I might add. I actually probably should have brought you up with me same way when we did the fertilizing one. Just didn't think of it. And we better not meet anybody on this little track. Now, by default on this map, any of the land that you don't own, the gates are all open. So, you can't close them until you actually own the land. It's a little bit interesting. That's a bit different. So there's 109. So I think we can just follow this around. 58. I hope so anyways. Oh! Didn't see that. As if I needed further proof that there were collisions on the hedges. A little bit of our rock and rolly road, this one. that one. Just give me a second and I'll reconnoiter a way in here. I'll catch up with you in just a second. Well, it's a good thing I checked, because it's nowhere near here. Almost all the way around the other side of the field. With these hedges having collisions and that, it's better to check on foot before you get yourself in a situation you can't get out of. That's my thinking anyway. Those are actually our calves right there. That could be a little bit tight, you know. I wonder if we wouldn't be better off trying to back this thing in there. Because I don't play on these kind of maps very often, so I'm not really an expert like this. I think that might be the right idea. Are you guys laughing your butts off yet? Now, is it the back end, do you think, hanging up there or what? Oh, there's no collision on that gate post. Wow, alright. Now, just give me a minute. I think these might be actually do swath dropping, so I'm just going to check that and I'll get right back to you. Yes, indeed they are swath dropping, so we actually don't need that windrower. That's what made me a little confused, but we'll get started up down in this corner. I guess maybe get as much grass as possible here. Although I suppose the baler will have a hard time picking it up right in that corner. Try and get everything we can. Well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, you know what? We can't close that darn gate. Now, at least that's what I was told, but maybe I should double check. No. That was good information. We can't, so we just have to work around it. Guess we don't need our beacons on anymore. I wonder if I come like this, I can snag that grass. Yes, sir. Well, I think you guys probably get what's going to happen here. I'm going to mow this field, and I'll go back and mow 109, and I'll take the mowers back, and I'll bring the baler up, and I'll bring you back in for that. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm heading back up with the baler. I got the mowing done, and I just predict there's a snowball's chance in beep that I'm going to get this unit through the gate. So, but I only have about 10 minutes left in this episode, so I'm not going to waste it on drive time. We'll see you at the dreaded gate. Well, as you can see, I made it in here. I got it baled. Actually came in here way better than I expected. Didn't even need to go anywhere near plan B or C. I hope that's the same for the pickup wagon. We'll see. Anyways, I don't have a whole lot of time left in this episode, so I'd like to get these contracts done, so I'm gonna quit yakking. I'll get this baled. I probably will do all the wrapping off camera, and we'll see how we make out with that bale wagon. So catch up with you in a little bit. Well, we're up here at field 58, and I went right to plan B to get the bale stacking trailer in here. I barely made it in here with the case and the baler, and I thought it would be an issue using the case, so I just used the Massey, and actually it got it in here without too much issue at all. And as it turns out, this equipment came to us for the other field, but it's actually been a little easier getting into this field, I think, than the other one. Hope the farmer doesn't check that baler too close, because it's got some scratches, I'm sure, from getting in that other field. But anyway, according to the bale counter, we have 16 bales on the ground here, but I didn't unload the baler when I was done. I was concerned that we wouldn't get this in here and that I might have to push these bales out or do something radical to get them out of here. So I thought I'd just let those other bales go in the other field. So that means we actually got 18 bales off of here. And on hard mode on the baling contracts I've been doing, I think we've been able to keep about a third, somewhere around there. But honestly, I haven't paid that close of attention because most have been using my own equipment, and in that case, I'm using a round baler most often, and so it's a little easier to do a partial unload with it than it is with these square ones that stand them up on end. But let's take a look where these bales are going. 58 is to BallySpring Mart. Okay. You know, we should have stayed in there. If we take a look at the map, is that you? Or is that... Nope, sell everything. Oh, right there. Cool. So it is the closer one, because I think the other one, yeah, is way down here. Okay. So then in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of these bales, 9 of them. I'm going to use the case to do the pickup, and we're going to deliver them and see how close that gets us to completion, and do the math and see how many more we need to come back and get. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll get these 9 bales loaded up, and I'll meet you back up at the sell point. Well, we're just about up here to the sell point, but I don't know if you can see what I see sitting right over there in the wide open. So let's go over and grab that. And as you can see, maybe we should just take a quick look and make sure there isn't another one of those little critters hanging around here someplace. Nope. Just the one sitting right in the wide open, it looks like. And then there. Alright. I did manage to get the case out. Wasn't easy. It did take a little paint off, but made it out. But the sell point should be just up here, and I actually tagged it to make sure I went to the right sell point, because I have delivered to the wrong point a time or two. Yeah, there it is right there. Now with the round stacker, if you haven't used it, it lays the bales out. So if I'm trying to deliver, I'll just get just slightly off or just barely on the sell point, and then I'll just back up and push them on. And I won't deliver any bales that I don't want to. But here, like with this stack, what I've done with this typically is I would just put the stack over near the sell point and use some device telehandler tractor with a bale fork on it and put them on. But we don't have a bale fork, so we might have to make a couple trips here. But from this we'll be able to calculate. Oh, that finished it. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take that. I wonder if I'm mistaken. And I did unload the baler, because that means we got to keep 50%. I'm not going to complain, but I wasn't expecting to get to keep half the crop. Well, anyways, I'm going to go pick up the rest of those bales, and I'm going to meet you down at the farm because we're going to throw them into our cows, and we are going to buy our cows here before we end this episode. So I'll meet you back at the farm. Just thought I'd stop and show you on the way back to the farm that other entrance. And I actually couldn't even get the baler in coming from this direction. I had to go up to the farm up on the hillside there and turn around and come from the other way just to get the baler in. It doesn't look like it should be nasty, but it was a bit tricky. The other thing about this field, you can see it's got a pretty good hill on it. And even that case with what is 370 plus horsepower on it really struggled with that hill, both with the mowers and the baler. It was down to like 4 kilometers an hour at the top. So that's something we're going to need to keep in mind when we do, start buying our own equipment down the road, because you wouldn't have thought that this tractor would have any issue with that, but it did struggle. So, anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. I will meet you back at the farm. Okay, we have arrived, and see that's another issue with these square bale stackers. I just can't get right on top of the trigger. So we'll see if they'll go in here. Oh, it did get them all. The trigger extended out far enough. So there's our extra silage bales in for our cows. Just leave that sit there for the time being. So the last thing I want to do here is I've calculated that we need to have 40 at least heifers, and then I think it was 60 calves, and then their natural reproduction cycle over the next 5 years will get us to 1,000. So that's why I wanted that silage. So we're going to go in here and we are going to buy us some 12-month-old heifers, and we need, quicker going this way, 25 of those. There we go. We'll buy those. Now we do have some time on the calves, a couple months before we need to have them in, but these heifers we need to have in today, because the last burst will actually happen the last month of the 5 years. So there we are, and they've got some silage to chew on. Oh, and we need to go and accept that contract, or collect on that contract, I should say. So we'll add that money back in. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double check the bale counter because I know the total number of bales from both fields and see if it is just half that we get to keep. And like I said, it just seemed to me on the one Let's Play we're doing that we were keeping only about a third, but that's on hard. And my other Let's Plays, I'm not doing contracts, so um, and I've never played on easy, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But hey, if we get to keep half, I am not going to complain. But for this episode, I think we'll call it there. What I'll do is I will collect those other bales and deliver on that last contract off camera before I bring you back in. And I might just continue with whatever time is left in this day, continue to work on contracts. I'll just show you what's done and we'll bring you in on a new day. So anyways, if you're still with me, I appreciate you watching. I'm a bit tongue-tied today. If you found it enjoyable or informative, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see when other content like this lands, hit that old notification bell. But until next time here on BallySpring, Farmer Murphy signing off.